It's Henrietta again. I am going to tell you about the first day that this happened. Now, I don't know about all this. This is what I've been told by different people. Okay. So, like I said on the last day, the last thing, Travis kissed me on my forehead and left, and I told him I was going to go to work. That's all I know. Well, throughout the day, my mom and my husband, Trav, he and my mom, they both kept saying that they didn't feel right throughout the day. And so they had called me. I didn't answer. So they just figured, like usual, because I would work night shift a lot of times, respiratory therapists working 12-hour shifts, they just figured I was asleep. And so, as the day went on, it's still the morning time, I text Trav and said, my stomach's not feeling well. And then later on, before lunch, I text my friend Erica that worked with me, and I text her and said, I've never felt this bad in my entire life. So I had those texts on my phone. So I know that for sure. And they told me about it. But my mom and Trav didn't feel right. And Travis had been wanting to get me a dog. And so coincidentally that day he did. So he went and got me the dog, and he said that he spoke with the owner about an hour. So he's talking away after work. So he works all day till like 4:30, so it's like 5, and then talks to the guy like from 5 to 6. Now he doesn't know anything. He thinks that I'm already on my way to work, because I would leave like at like 5:30. So he thinks I'm at work, or on my drive there. Okay. So he came home with the puppy, all excited, and still sees my car here. And it's like, okay, what in the world? Because I'm supposed to be on my way to work. He comes home. The door is locked, but I normally sleep with my door locked. But I'm not supposed to be here. And so, he's already has those two things real quick. And he said he heard me moaning. And he tries to open the door. Of course, it's locked. So he kicks the door down and finds me on the bed, out of it. And I'm just drooling with vomit. And I've, have urinated and used the bathroom, all just all that stuff. And he said that he just freaked out. And he said that he grabbed me up in his arms with all that on me. And he said he just grabbed me. And he just kept saying, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Please don't leave me. Please don't leave me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Please don't leave me. Please don't leave me. And he said he just cried. And, men are hard. And some men aren't, but my husband does not cry. I have seen him break one of his fingers and just look at it, upset, but not cry. I would have been crying. He said he just cried and cried, and that he couldn't get it together, but he realized he had to get it together, and he called 911, and he called my family and his family, And so people start going to the ER, and Trav goes to the ER, and Trav calls my pastor, and so my pastor goes to the ER, and they do an assessment on me, and I am having seizures. They have all the EEG leads on, and all of the waves are abnormal, showing that I am having a seizure, but I'm just laying there just looking at the wall. They said like nothing was wrong whatsoever, besides me being, not oriented. I'm not oriented, I'm just looking at the wall, but I'm crying and I'm having seizures, only known by the EEG leads, the EEG pattern. And so they, put in an IV, they get my labs, everything's normal. Okay, what's up with this? They take me and they do a spinal tap. So here I am, not alert and oriented, and they do a spinal tap on me. And thank God I didn't move, because if you move during that, you could possibly get paralyzed. If I would have had a grand mal seizure while they were doing that, I can't imagine, because it doesn't say that they sedated me or anything. My mom was in the room, and she said that I was just looking at her and looking like I had no idea who she was. I wasn't oriented, and she said I just laid there and that I let them do that to me. That I looked as though I was in pain, but I let them do it. So they ran everything, and everything was fine. So they decided we're just going to take and let her stay over the weekend, and we'll wait until the regular neurologist come on Monday, because it was Friday almost, turning into almost Friday midnight, almost Saturday. And so my pastor, he speaks up and he says, you need to transfer her somewhere where she'll be better taken care of, somewhere where they actually know what's going on. Because they called my family on me, because nothing made any sense. I actually went into status epilepticus, and a lot of times when patients go in status epilepticus where they're just having straight seizures and they're not breathing or just anything, you die. You're turning blue, you're seizing, you turn blue, you die. I didn't die. The doctor gets upset that my minister said that, but he calls UNC, and UNC says, we're sorry, we don't have any beds available for her. None. And whenever they called, thank God, and this is only by God, my friend was working and heard, just overheard my name being said as the patient, Henrietta Locklear. There's no Henrietta Locklears besides me. It's just me. Okay? And so she said, we have to make room for her. And thank God they did. So UNC came. They picked me up by the chopper, and every hospital is timed because they need to know exactly how much time that they have to put your room together to know exactly what needs to be in there, because if you're being flown to a hospital, then you don't have that long. And so, thank God, they came and got me, and on the way back, they said that they felt this great wind. It just pushed the chopper, and that I got there 7 minutes faster. 7 minutes. And every second counts. And 7 minutes. So they got me in, and they just had me on the stretcher, and they pulled a curtain, and they began working on me. And so that was the very first night. So that is truly day one of hospitalization. But trust me, I have much more to tell you, because God has worked so much. I mean, He had already worked so much. I had probably already been in status epilepticus all throughout the day, and He continued to help me. And all my labs were good. My spinal tap was good. Everything was in normal range. Everything within normal limit. It's just that they couldn't understand what was going on. So they have me at a great hospital, UNC, and I will get with you the next time about my further hospitalization. Until next time, God bless.